all. This is Mounika. My course name is Data Mining and I'm from the B.V. Raju Institute of Technology, Narsapur. Today I'm going to discuss about the topic called data mining task primitives and major issues in data mining. Before going to data mining task primitives, here data mining task primitives is represented in the form of data mining query is defined in the terms of task primitives. So which will this task primitives which allows the user to interactively communicate with the data mining system. So here there are different task primitives which are used in data mining. So this data mining task primitives are used for the users to interactively to communicate with the data mining systems during the mining process or to discover the interesting patterns. So the task primitives of data mining are like task relevant data, knowledge type to be mined, and background knowledge, frequent interesting measures, and visualization and discovered patterns. So here the first task primitive is nothing but set of task relevance data to be mined. So here whatever the data which we want to mine, according to the relevant data, whatever the, if it is like example we can consider like a supermarket. So when we go to supermarket, we want to purchase some items. So according to our requirement, we purchase that items, right? Same way here also in data mining primitive tasks, the first task is like task that is to mine relevant data. So whatever, when we consider with data mining, it is like, it may be like database or data warehouse names or database tables or data warehouse cubes, conditions like there will be some conditions for data selection, and according to that relevant attributes or dimensions. So the thing is like what data we want to mine, exactly relevant data we will be considering to be mined. Generally we can, if I required an Excel sheet to calculate student details, to calculate student details like CGPA, phone numbers, name, and SGPA, CGPA. So I require for that I require Excel sheet, right? So I consider from my system the only Excel sheet. Then I can easily access that, like what is the CGPA of the student in a higher to lower order, right? From 10 CGPA to 6 CGPA. In that way we can easily access. So exactly relevant data should be mined from the should be mined. And second one is like knowledge to be mined. So here background knowledge to be used to discovery process. So there are different processes to mine the data from the data warehouse sources like association, classification, prediction, clustering, characterization, and discrimination, right? So let us consider any project. We are doing one project, healthcare system, right? So there we required classification data. So with the help of the classification models, we mine the data based upon the classifications which we required. Same way prediction, we are weather forecasting prediction method. Example like weather forecasting prediction. So there we use prediction, right? What is the upcoming weather conditions in our area. For that we require prediction method. So whatever the data which we mine, according to the knowledge type of the knowledge we will be mining, like characterization, association, classification, and prediction. And here we require background knowledge for that, like it is like the background knowledge to be mined in a discovery process. Here we sometimes we use as concept hierarchies, user beliefs about relations in relationship data, all these things. So we consider the background knowledge of the background knowledge of the particular exact mining, and we mine that data. And other one is like pattern interesting measures. So here the interesting measures, thresholds for the pattern evaluation, right? Generally like it is simplicity, certainty, utility, novelty. So here certainty is nothing but confidence and utility is nothing but support. So when we use association models like association rule mining, all this in the association rule mining techniques, there we use FP growth algorithm, frequent pattern algorithm, all right things, right? So there we set with confidence as well as we set with support. Based upon these two, we calculate the purchase of items, like what are the items should be purchased based on example. We can consider like we are considering example like we are going to supermarket to purchase bread. That compulsory with the combination of bread we'll be going with jam or milk. There is a relationship between that bread and jam, bread and milk, bread and butter, right? There will be a combination. Generally this is a general statement, right? So in this way, based upon the patterns, we mine the data. So we required interesting measures like thresholds for the pattern evaluation. Another one is visualization of discovery patterns, like expected representation of for the visualization for discovering the process. Like generally we can consider anything. So we have done some work, so some project work or anything. So everything is fine. We mine the data, we calculate, we find the results, everything. But when we go with the presentation way, it should be in a good, I mean, a visualization part should be in a good way, because to understand the user, visualization and presentation is important, right? So whatever we mine the data, for that visualization should be correct. So here for visualization purpose, in some cases we use rules, tables, reports, charts, graphs, decision trees and cubes. So this is the main thing, because visualization is nothing but it gives an easy understanding to the user, right? So whatever we present, that should be in a clear cut way, so it can be easily understandable. So presentation part should be in a clear cut way. So this is the main thing. So here the general data mining task primitives are nothing but task relevant data and set of the task relevance data to be mined, and specifies the kind of knowledge to be mined and background knowledge to be mined in a discovery process, as well as interesting patterns to be, I mean, for according to the pattern evaluation purpose, we measure with the interesting patterns, and expectation like presentations for a visualization and discovery process. So these are the general. For this example, we can consider one thing, like generally we'll be going with mini project or minor project, right? So we can consider mini project. So we are dealing with one we are working on one project, right? It may be like healthcare system. What we do here, first thing is healthcare. Generally it may be any medical healthcare thing. So we are dealing with one medical healthcare. So what we do first, based upon our project, relevant data should be mined. So if we are considering like heart disease prediction, so what we do here, for this heart disease prediction, we require patient details, like it may be blood pressure or whether it is maybe diabetic or age factors and obesity. All this comes under all these are the parameters which will be included in heart disease, classification of heart disease or anything, right? So here what we do is, like for this project, first thing is we need to extract relevant data. Like we are there in, when we go with medical healthcare, there are number of medical healthcare systems, right? So generally we are considering with heart disease, right? So here we need to find relevant data. What are the general parameters which will be considered for the heart disease? And next one is knowledge to be mined. So when we are going with this, we are having number of machine learning models, right? We'll be using SVM, k-means algorithm, all this, right? Decision trees. So here and decision trees, DB scan. So in that way we are having number of models which can be machine learning models which can be used for our system, right? So here these models are also been classified into some are classified with a supervised learning and unsupervised learning. So it may be like classification, clustering, it may be like classification models or clustering models. We are going with heart disease detection, right? So generally we go with classification models, and for final results we'll be using like decision trees or all these things. So based upon these models, whatever the knowledge we require, according to that we need to mine. And other one is like background in the sense, see, we are working with medical healthcare system, that is heart disease. So we require like background details of this, like whether there are any papers on research papers on this system, healthcare system. We need to find out all these things. So we want to work, we should work on background knowledge also. And finally, pattern evaluation. So here when we go with result part, we'll be using like pattern evaluations. So based upon that, we'll be working it. And okay, fine, we have got the results are fine. Then what we need to do, we need to present in a good way. So visualization part should be in a good way, like what are the algorithms we used, what are the data, what are the parameters of data we used, what are the data sets we used, and if there are any graph structures, or if there are any results part, we need to consider all these things. So these are the general task primitives which are used for data mining. I mean, it is for user interactively can work on it for data mining process. And the other topic is like major issues in data mining. So there are different issues in data mining. So here different kind of issues are there in data mining. So here first one is like here data mining issues are being classified into three different: mining methodologies and user interaction, performance issues, diverse data type issues. So these are the different major issues in data mining. So first one is like many different kind of knowledge in mining different kind of knowledge in database. So when mining the different kind of knowledge in different database. So the first major issue is according to the user interaction is mining different kind of knowledge in database. And other one is like interactive mining of knowledge at multiple levels of abstraction. So this is the second one, interactive mining of knowledge at multiple levels. If you are having different levels, wherever we require data, we need to we want to mine the data, right? So that is other one, data mining, query languages, and ad hoc data mining. So this is also one, data mining query languages. Here we will be using different query languages, right? When we go with DBMS, we will be using SQL Server. Same way for mining also we require different query languages. And other one is like presentation and visualization of data mining results. So presentation and visualization of data mining, this is also one major issue. If in previous data mining task we have discussed about project, right? Finally the presentation output is good, then user can easily understand. But if it is a little bit in a clumsy way, or it is all in one single structure, it will be a little bit difficult, right? So presentation and visualization of data mining also results. And other one is like handling noisy or incomplete data. This is the one, because we mine the data from data warehouse. There it consists of structured data and unstructured data. So there is a chance of having noisy data and incomplete data also. So this is also one major issue. And pattern evaluation is nothing but efficiency and scalability of data mining algorithms. That comes under performance issues. So pattern, so we had discussed like data mining task, right? There we used like pattern and evaluation of interesting things. So these are the main issues for mining methodologies and user interaction. When we come with an performances issues, so efficiency and scalability of data mining algorithms. So some cases there is a chance of having efficiency and scalability. In all the cases we will be having a scalability, but when it is little bit difficult, so this is a major issue in data mining. And parallel distributed and incremental mining algorithms, this is also one major issue in performances issue. And other one is like diverse data type issues. Here in diverse data type issues we are having like handling of relational and complex of data. This is also one major issue here, because handling of relational database and complex types of data is little bit difficult to handle the entire relational databases. So this is the major issue. And mining information from heterogeneous databases and global information systems. If we are having generally like small amount of data, from database, we can easily access it. But when we go with very large amount of data, this is the major issue, because there is a chance of having noisy data, incomplete data, all these things. So here in the major data mining issues are like classified in three, that is mining methodology and user interaction, performances issues, and diverse data type issues. So these are the three different things. In when we go with mining and user interaction is nothing but user can access. So there are, when user is interacting with the databases, there are different types of measure issues. And when we go with performances side, there also for scalability, efficiency purpose, there are some issues. And when we are using different data types, there are also, when we are handling with relational database or complex type of data, and from when we are mining the data from heterogeneous database or global information systems, there are also some issues. So these are the different issues in data mining. And other one is data mining applications and tools. So here we use data mining in different aspects. In that, here are some of the data mining applications and tools. So first one is for financial data analysis and retail data analysis, telecommunication, biological data analysis, and intrusion detection, right? So generally financial data analysis is nothing but employee salary details, all this for financial data purpose, like when we purchase anything, for that purpose we use this. And retail is nothing but e-commerce, so customer details, customer product, customer, whatever customer purchased, or what is the profit, what is the loss. Most of the cases retail, most of the cases where we use data mining is like e-commerce purpose, telecommunication industry. And biological data analysis is nothing but healthcare systems. Here we use healthcare, biological is nothing but healthcare systems. So there we use, like we are having different healthcare systems, so to find new techniques, new algorithms to easily preventions or early detections, all this purpose, for biological purpose we use data mining. And intrusion detections, like what are the frauds, all this, to find out all this, right? So these are the general data mining applications where we use the data mining. And the data mining tools, when we go with DBMS, we use SQL server and some other servers, right? So for data mining also, there are of different types of tools. In that, Apache Manhunt, Data Melt, H2O, IBM, SPSS, Modeler, Kaggle. Kaggle is used for finding the data sets, like whatever the project which we are working on it, we require some data information, right? So for that purpose we use Kaggle, Kime, Monkey Learn, and Oracle data mining, Orange, Python, Rapid Miner, Rattle, SAS and Enterprise Miner, Teradata, and Weka. These are the different tools which we use for data minings. Most of the cases, Weka is a tool which is open source. We can use easily. So rest of all, we have some restrictions to work on it. So most of the cases we go with Weka tools. So these are the different data mining tools which which are used for data mining the data from the different databases, and to find the results or to do any reports, etc. So these are the different tools which we use. Thank you.
Vishnu Audio Visual Center, like and share and subscribe and click bell icon.